Okay, this is Rani Ahmed with you. This is lesson 15 of TK-TCL programming, or TCL TK programming, or as they say, Tickle Talk. I don't know, just it's a funny name. However, um, this lesson is about graphical user interface widgets, and we're going to talk about entry. Okay, an entry is like anywhere where you input data, but of course not the big text boxes. Okay, similar to what you use in an editor this way. No, it's just this normal entry in a form. This one. Okay, this one where the flash of the keyboard is highlighting. Okay, or the cursor of the keyboard is highlighting. So I'm flashing. So this is our entry. We need to know now how through GUI we can or can we input some text or some data, so we can manipulate that data. Okay, so what we need is to do this is an example that's before you, that's in front of you. It's about just the entry, and the entry will always add the entry will take a number, and it will add to the number that's in the label that's between the entry and the add button. See where the add button is flashing. Okay, so this entry will always change. Like, for example, if I start with number 1, okay, and or let me take number 2, it's better. And if I say add, okay, now it's 2. I add again, now it's 4. Okay, so I always add the entry to the value of the label. So if I change here like 3, it will be 7. Okay, and always set as accumulate what's taken from the entry, okay, as a sum. For example, if I put 10, it will always add. Okay, see, so it will always accumulate what's inside that entry. Okay, so how we should do that? First we need a label. Okay, .lab, we named it .lab. Of course, we told you that dot is the root, is the root of the application window, the root window of the application. Sorry, it's the root window of the application, and you've got the widget's name. Okay, and there is the option text variable, which we told you in lesson 14, that it will set the name for the variable that will take the value of the text shown on the label or on the button, or even the text entry. Okay, so and then we start setting it by putting 0. So the text in the label, okay, let me repeat the program. Okay, here it is again. So when I just started it, it's 0. Okay, that's the label. Now it has a name, which is a text label as the variable. I mean, the name here of the variable is text label, the global variable. Okay, now we move to the entry, okay, which is this one where the keyboard is flashing. Okay, we have .ent, okay, which is the entry, and it has a text variable called text entry. Okay, now if I'd love to do something additional, okay, I can add the width of the entry. Okay, so how many characters you want to see in that entry. Okay, and also you can set the state of the entry. Now this entry I can edit it. Okay, those are now commented. Okay, and by the way, the comments in line with the code, we put a semicolon and a mesh. This I have skipped. Okay, sorry. So it's good to see while you're coding. Okay, so this is a comment. Okay, and if I want to add the width, I put the width and I put the number, and if I want to have a state for this text entry, okay, I put either normal, disabled, or read only. Okay, either one of those three words. So if it's disabled, it doesn't do anything. Normal is normal as usual, and read only is just you can read it. You can't edit it. Okay. Now we need a button called .but and dash text, which is add, which is the data which is the text over the button here, which is the word add here. Okay, and command, which is add up, which is the procedure. The add up is this procedure, the highlighted one. Okay, it will call it every time I click add. It will call this procedure. Okay, and I pack them. Okay, using the pack command. Of course, the order of the packing is important. Okay, so first of all we pack the entry, which is, as you see, is the first one. Next is the label .lab, then .but is the button. Okay, now every time I click add, it will go to add up. Now it will call through global command, okay, the variable text label. Okay, and also the next global command will call the text entry. Okay, and what will happen is it will always set what's inside the text label. See, I'm saying set what's inside the text label, and as the sum, using the expression command, as the sum of the current text entry plus, okay, the current text entry plus the text label, okay, plus the current text label. So it's always like, get me what's inside the text label currently at this second, and what's inside the text entry at this second. Sum them up and reset the text label again as the sum, or this last sum we had. Okay, now this is a way to get the data from the entry. Okay, the other way is you use a command called get. Now the widgets are, when you name them like .int or .lab or .but, whatever, okay, those are now commands. Okay, or you can say procedures too. Okay, so if you have to take the data from the entry, okay, you can just mention, instead of using text variable, you can just use this form or this format, okay, which is .int and get. It will get you what's inside the text entry. Okay, and you set it to some variable, whatever variable you'd love to take. Okay, and this variable, of course, after you leave the procedure, it will be popped out, and the program will forget it. Okay, it's out of memory. Okay, it's gone and deleted from the memory. That's how. So we go to see our program working. Okay, and I will tell look, there's something also that I'm using the puts command. Okay, and this is not it's not a command made for GUI. Okay, it's not made for widgets and graphical user interface. So what will happen, it will always print things over the shell over here. Okay, so now I have and I have to tell you also that this command is just for demonstration. It has no meaning here in my code. Okay, I think you've noticed that. So what I do is I'm gonna add, like for example 3, and I add, it's now 3. See, because I clicked it, there's a puts command. It prints things to the terminal. Okay, so I think this is also good for you if you want to make some error messages that go to the terminal, and debugging messages that go to the terminal. Okay, and you want to separate the errors from your graphical interface. Okay, and your window. Again, for example, if I put 6 now, it will be 9, and if I change this to, for example, 1, it will add to 10. See, every time I click it, it will call the puts, and it will print it to the terminal. Okay, so this is all about the entry, and I think you should use it, and you will be using it, by the way, every time you make and create a GUI program for NTCL. Thanks for watching.